we're going to set up our video equipment. Everything is in this tub except for the actual cameras. We don't want to keep them in the trailer because they'll get hot.
Yeah.
So the easiest way maybe is to go upside down and let it come out on the table. Here's got the air port out, and here's our power cord. And then we have different Ethernet cables that are gonna plug in there. Cool. All right, so this part that has the bracket goes to the TV, and this slides in. These are the headsets that our 2 camera people wear, as well as our video director. As soon as we get these out, we need to start them charging. They don't take that long to charge, and so since they sit in the trailer, we want to make sure they get charged. TV monitor.
And this goes to
Switcher multi-view. Switcher power cord. Power cord right here says DC in. DC. Beautiful. TV monitor. Splitter out. So this is our splitter. And it's got one that says out. We try to keep as many things still plugged in as we can. Here we have switcher 1. So one end is gonna go to the cameras, and then one end will plug in here. So I keep just a little bit, keep it here, and then hand the rest to John Green to take away from me to the camera. All right, this is switcher 2. And so it's gonna go into the switcher at the input that looks like that. It's labeled number 2. Switcher, and it's an HDMI. So it's gonna go in here, and there's only one HDMI import. Switcher PMG. All right, so we have the media laptop, which came out of the laptop suitcase. All right, here is our video setup. So as you can see, we've got camera 1, camera 2. So this camera 1 over there, camera 2, is over there, or sometimes we might move it over to the center. And then this is our slides. And so with a green screen on the slides, then we have the camera in the back. So, John Green, tell me how any of this works.
So this is our switching device, and this allows us to switch between camera 1, camera 2, and also the green screen. The red button is the active camera.
Okay.
So if we were to say want to switch from camera 2, which is currently active, to specifically the green screen, we could press the button 3.
Because this is HDMI 3?
Exactly.
Okay.
And this tells us what it's going to switch to whenever we change the slider. And we move the slider down, and it becomes active. And as you can see on the screen, it is the active screen.
Okay.
Normally we wouldn't switch to slider 3 or screen 3, obviously. We normally just go back and forth to 1 and 2.
Because we want the camera
Because
to
we
be the
want
background.
the cameras, exactly.
Unless we were doing an actual slide.
Right.
And so we would hit 3 down here.
What I've learned is when we're doing the overlay, the lyrics, it's best to have this actually tells us this is how we control the overlay, this button. I forget what it stands
And
for.
this is the overlay?
This is the slider. This switches back and forth.
The overlay is the lyrics or the sermon notes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So whenever we have something like when Hadley's doing announcements and we want to have like one of these screens up and then switch back and forth to Hadley,
Right.
I normally just typically turn off the overlay and then turn it back on as necessary.
Okay.
It's easier than trying to manage the slider
So
because
let's
it's just a
pretend we're
single
doing
button
that.
switch.
So right here we have an overlay slide, which is the green screen, overlaying with that.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
you just turned it, so it's on right now, which means that red button is
Correct.
pressed.
And say Hadley walks up onto the stage.
Press the button to make it just be him.
Exactly. So
And
now
then if we have an actual slide that's next,
Hadley's talking.
he's still talking a little bit.
Talking about this. This is what he's talking about.
And you just press that
I
button
usually
to make
love
it
for
come
5 or
in.
10 seconds and then turn it right back on.
Great.
And whenever we come back to a song, we just turn it back on and the lyrics appear.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so some of that we also want to think about what's going on Facebook Live. Because even though maybe here in service, yeah, we can just see whatever slides are going. But if someone's talking, maybe it's Annie doing announcements, maybe it's Pastor Hallie doing announcements or a sermon, we don't want to just stay on that slide the whole time. People on Facebook have no idea who's on the stage talking, so we want to always have that in mind.
5 or 10 seconds, that's it. No
Great.
more. Yeah.
All right, so we're here on Facebook and we are logged in as Charity. We went to City on a Hill. We
Live
clicked
button.
on live.
And you'll usually see this.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, exactly.
You're on screen.
You want to switch over to Connect. I know it's horrifying.
That was your 15 seconds.
Yeah, right? And
So what do we
usually
do?
wait a second and it should pop up. If it doesn't, then you switch back to OBS and just restart the stream. And it should reconnect. There we go.
So you want it to be on Connect.
Correct. That's correct.
That's what's showing over there. It's an hour. It's a little delayed.
This is delayed, exactly. yeah.
Gotcha.
That's why I usually monitor it from OBS because this is where it's going.
Great. And so it's got it. So it's
ready to go.
streaming, but we're not live yet.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so it has to be connected. So this is great. You can do this before 10:30.
Exactly, yeah.
And then
You have this ready to go, and then
do you go ahead and type that in?
I might even still have it in the, yeah.
Cool. So
I
you
usually
just type
copy it so I can just paste it. And now we're ready, and once it's time to go, you just click go live.
Great.
And like I said, I usually switch back to OBS and monitor everything. Oh, and the SD card, when it's time to start the service,
So start recording.
yeah, start recording.
So you start
That
recording and you stream.
Yep.
So say it's 3 minutes before service starts. You want to make sure Facebook's good, and you want to be ready. And all you're gonna do is hit start recording and then go to Facebook and go live.
Right.
Awesome. How are you switching between screens here just to do that?
Command tab.
Command tab.